Welcome to Impact Phase 1, where tech meet mystery. Unlock powerful digital skill, master new tech, and follow your future. One shot at a time. Subscribe, learn, and level up. All at Impact Fuse. Subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications. Did you know where you are? Okay, you are on Impact Fuse 1, the only YouTube channel that enlightens you on digital tech, spark your skills, and take you to greater level every day. So in today's video, we are going to be designing a poster for body lotion. Okay, because this poster was commanded by one of our clients, and he is actually dealing with body lotion. So we are going to start this design from scratch. Okay, so we are going to start it from scratch, and you know the application that we are going to be using for our design is nothing but Pixellab application. Okay, this is the Pixellab application. Should in case you doesn't have Pixellab application, just hit on the description, scroll down to where you see link resources. You'll be able to see the link to download the Pixellab application. Just hit on the link, it will take you to the Google Play Store or to your app store. If you are using iPhone, then you just download this application and install. Then we can now move on. All right, so when you launch a Pixellab application, this is the default interface, how it comes like. Okay, remember we have already dropped some videos on the introduction to Pixellab application. Should in case you are new in graphic design, you have never used Pixellab application before, just grab this opportunity, switch back to our channel, scroll on the playlist, and you are going to see the video on introduction to Pixellab application. Okay, so let's move in. So our call for concern is that we are going to be designing something like this nature here. Okay, you can see it here on your screen. So now let's go. First thing that I'm going to do here is to make sure that I clear off this text. Okay, because I need to first clear off this text. So now the next thing that we are going to do is to make sure that we set the area in which we will be working on. Okay, just come here, you click here. When you come here and click, okay, we click here. Now we're just going to take image size. Then for me, I'll be using a square. Okay, or I'll just be using a square. Okay, which is 1024 1024. Okay, so that is just my size in which I'm going to be using. So the next thing is now that we are going to work on the background color. Okay, on the background, so that is the highest thing. We need to set up the typography in which we'll be working on. All right, so remember this is body lotion, and we need to use something like a very cool typography to come out with this design. Okay, so now to start with the background color, we need to come somewhere here. This is where you need to come. Okay, please remember this is where you need to come. My Pixellab is on portrait mode, it's on landscape mode, sorry, but it should, in case you are working on the portrait mode, you are going to still have all these options here. All right, so now when I come there, what am I going to do? I'll click here. So when I click here, you see color. Okay, so we are going to get a background color for our design that we are going to be using, but I'm going to take something like a pure white background. Okay, I'll take white background so that we start customizing the white background. Okay, so please, if you are just joining us new today, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Why not also just click join the membership, and so that you can enjoy premium content whenever we drop out. Move on now. Impact Fuse fans. So now we are going to start working on the typography. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do here is that I need to import some images. Okay, I will import some images. So I just click on add, I go to gallery. Okay, so this is my image that we are going to be using. Okay, so this is the first image that we are going to bring into this background. Okay, I'm going to increase the size. Okay, so not everything is going to come out, so we'll just keep it there. Now when we keep it there, the next thing that we are going to do is to return to image editing option here. Then we'll change the color to something green. Okay, we'll change the color to something like this, little bit greenish. Okay, now the next thing is that we need to still add another shape again. Remember, we are still building the background. Okay, we are still building the background, so I will just take shape now. I'll add a normal shape. Okay, but at this juncture I'm going to reduce the size. I'm increase the radius of this shape to make sure that it comes like a circle. Or I could just take here, then I take my circle here. It's still going to be the same thing. Okay, so now I'm going to stay here without validating. I just need to give it gradient color. Okay, I just need to give it this gradient. All right, so in our introduction we already talked about how to build gradients. So should in case you don't yet know how to build gradients, or you are contemplating, you can just go back to our introduction. You'll learn how to build gradients. Okay, in case I think this shape is okay, we are going to keep it there. We just give it the color. Okay, remember please, we have to make everything to be unique. Okay, we have to make everything to be unique. Then I can now also reset it. Okay, we can reset it to be like this. Then we take it somewhere here and we keep it there. Then I'll now take, okay, now I'll reduce also the opacity. Okay, I'm going to reduce the opacity of this. So now the next thing is that I'm going to increase the size and make sure that it cover the entire screen. Okay, it cover our entire working area. Now what next am I going to do? I'm going to send it behind. All right, I'll send it behind these other small dotted ones that we first put. So I'll just click send to back. Okay, I'll take the send to back. So now it has gone to the back as we want it to be. Now it is the point now for us now to start seeing if this typography is okay or not. We will start importing our elements so that we can start also touching other things there. So the next thing that we have to bring here is the image is the name. First thing that we need is the name of the business. Okay, we need the name of the business, please, which is always something around here. So don't cover a lot of space with this. And the name of what the person is selling, okay, it should always be here, followed by, you can have the indications of like the images that is describing the thing, and the bold image or in the middle here. Always try to get an image in which, because this is an advert, okay, try to get an image in which will really capture the attention of the people. Then you can now praise the object, the images of whatsoever the person is selling somewhere around here. And always don't forget to give your contact line. Okay, the contact line should always be the end. Okay, so we have the name, we have the name of the company here, we have maybe the product name, or what is happening, maybe the promo says this says, and we have the captivating image, which it will be something a little bit large. Then we need to get maybe the objects that we are campaigning for, and now the contact line. All right, so this is all that we are going to do. Let's just go in. Now I'm going to take art. I'll take from my gallery. Then the first thing that I'm going to get here is the image. Okay, this is the image I will be using for the campaign. So I'll take okay here, I'll validate it, then I'm going to place it here. Okay, I'm going to make sure that I place it somewhere here. Okay, I'll place it here, but I need to increase the size a little bit to make sure that it covers up to here. Okay, it covers up to here. So that is the first thing that we have to do. Now you see that something is lagging here. This image, as I was cropping, it cut somewhere up here. So now for us to cover this space, now I need to go to my these layers here. Okay, then I'm going to take it down, I'm going to push it down. Okay, so that it covers here, so that this space here doesn't overshoot. All right, so that is just one of the techniques in graphic design. You always try to put everything that you have to make sure that you got what you want. Okay, so now if this is okay here, I position it very well there. Now we return back here, and the next thing is that what we need to also with this image is okay here like this, just keep this image here like this. Now we need to make sure that we lock it. Okay, we can now lock these layers to make sure that it doesn't move in case we are adding any other element again. Importing our elements. Okay, we import our elements with the next elements that we are going to, it is this for Ole body lotion, where body lotion is what our client is dealing with. Okay, so now we need to also take on rotate. We need to rotate it to be facing the other way. Okay, so now this is okay here. this is okay here. So we are going to reduce the size. We are going to reduce the size here, but we make it somehow a little bit bigger. Okay, make it somehow a little bit bigger. Now the next thing that is here, that we need a shadow for this. Okay, we need a shadow for this. So I'm just going to take an over shapes. We just take shapes, we add an over, we make an over there. So now we give this we are not going to use a gradient here. Okay, we give it black. So now with this black color, I'm going to reduce it. I'll reduce it now. See what we are going to do here. We are going to use what the 3D rotation. Okay, this is 3D rotation. We are going to use this 3D rotation and rotate it, take it down a little bit, and now we can now reduce the opacity. Okay, also reduce the opacity here. Good. Now we can now take it up a little bit, reposition it. Okay, should in case you don't know how to use your screen, touch your screen very well, always use the relative position, the positioning A buttons to move. Okay, as for me, I'm already good in like touching my screen and working on my screen. So keeping it here, I can just take this one, then I send this one in front so that will really stand on it. Okay, so that is how we got a shadow here. Alright, so this is our shadow. We already got a shadow already. So now the next thing that we are going to do is also to cover the downside of this. Alright, to cover the downside of this. Now we get another image again. We are just going to get something like a square here. We get a square, but I'm going to reduce the radius of this square a little bit. Then we'll also use gradient here. Okay, we are going to use gradient. So now I will cover it here. Okay, we'll cover it here. Then when we cover it here, then we use gradient. We are going to pick gradient. Just pick the gradient color. So I will pick this gradient. Okay, or pick this gradient here. Or you have other gradient, you can still switch along your gradient pattern to see which one is best, but I'm going to use this gradient. Although I'm going to switch the color of this gradient. Okay, I'm going to still switch the color of this gradient at the end of the day. So I need to switch the color of this gradient. So I just go to the color layout, I click here. Now we are going to click on add. Okay, we'll click on add here. So now I'll click here. When I'll take here, now I'm going to pick a color from the board. Okay, so from that bottle, I'm going to pick a color from that bottle. So I need to scroll down. I come to this bottle, I pick this gold color. Okay, so I take okay there. So that here is what we are trying to do is to get something unique. Okay, is to get something unique of our work. Now it's okay there. I'm going to take a copy. Now copy, but I have to rotate this one. Okay, I have to rotate it this way. Then when it comes, now I'll position it here. Okay, I'll position it here. So this is what graphic design is all about. Okay, you have to combine two things to be able to get the actual thing that you want. Okay, it's not just about taking one thing and taking one and putting, and at the end of the day you come out and start maybe seeing your own design as if there are less and they don't have any place. Okay, there is one thing that I will also do here. Okay, these lines that design that we put behind when we are building our layout. Okay, this design here, this layer, will also turn the layer color to make this gold color. But before we do that, let us also import the other things, because we also have here some little bottles. Okay, little bottles of this poly to prove that they are available in different bottles. Okay, so we also get it. Now we are going to add here. Okay, we are just going to reduce. This is a small bottle of it, so we can take it closer here. We can take it closer here. Okay, so now we are going to just go to the background color, and you see there is one thing that you need to note. Our text now should, in case we were going to put so text, we'll pick on any of these colors. So this our layer that we already touched it, that we are going to work on it. So we'll just touch it and we return back to color here. Then we go now to color, we take color picker. On the color picker, we are going to pick this one. Okay, this gold. Alright, so we take okay there. So you see that we are creating a uniqueness, something very unique in our work. Okay, and giving our work a more creative look, a more creative look that will not just make like a little child's play. Okay, my impactors and grateful minds, I believe that you are enjoying this tutorial. Why not hit the subscribe button if you are really enjoy it for true? Give us a like, drop your comment and tell us where you are watching from so that in our next tutorial we can extend greetings to you. Okay, we will extend greetings to you. I'm wishing you all the best in the journey of graphic design, and don't give up because it's never easy. It's never easy, especially for beginners. You are going to face challenges, you are going to face critics, but why should you not face critics? Critics is one of the best things that I like because it is what builds me and make me stronger. It's what makes me to feel that, oh, I am up to something. Okay, so they say that it's already a tree that is bearing fruit, that stones land on it. So in case a tree is barren and not bearing any fruit, no stone will ever land on it. So don't be scared of critics. Okay, so now we are done by applying a little shadow also down here. Now let's look onto it now, giving it a now the name and whatsoever things that we can give again. Okay, so now the name that we are going to be using here is Kilian, okay, Kilian, but he said let's just use body lotion, okay, K body lotion. So we'll just put other one K. Please remember the technique of one space in front, one space behind. Okay, so he said as our customer, please whatsoever thing that you are doing in graphic design, always learn to follow the customer instruction. I remember when I was still learning graphic design, I always thought that no, I can challenge a customer by telling him that what you want me to do is wrong. Although it is not bad, like you should not advise your customer. Always advise your customer, but make sure that you are loyal and make them to be confused, okay, of your reason of switching on from what they ask you to do. If not, always pay attention to them. So we are going now to give a font. Okay, we are going to look at one design font that we can use here. Okay, because okay, so I'm going to use this Alex Boss, okay, regular. So I'm going to use it because he say we should just use something like K fashion. Okay, K body lotion. Okay, K body lotion. So this K is going to be very good. Okay, because it's like a design is already designed by itself. Okay, so that is why at times font is also very necessary when it comes to graphic design. So in this case we are going to be using this color, okay, the blue color, the blue gold color that is here. So I'll still take my color picker. Now I'm going to go now, or come now, I'll switch out until I get to these buttons. So I'm going to pick this color now. I apply there. Okay, that is just all about it. Okay, now we can also give it some shadow. Then reduce the shadow opacity and the blurriness of the shadow. Then enable this one. Try to give it make it come realistic. Okay, try to bring some reality view to your work. Every time that you are doing graphic design, try to make your work to have some realistic view. Okay, so that when people see your work, they should see a reality, okay, on whatsoever thing that you are putting up. Okay, my dear impactors, I believe that as we are learning and moving ahead, you are hitting your like button, you are dropping you are thinking of a comment to drop after watching this tutorial. Okay, so now the next thing is that we need to give it the body, okay, body lotion. So I just need to copy this, although we are still going to change the font, but I think the design may remain the same. Now I will just work on this font a little bit. We are going to reduce the font because this is also one of the things that he don't have a logo, but he was not yet convinced to really make one. But even this one that we are putting up now can become his logo. And if you know which type of logo should be this, drop in the comment section. If you know this type of logo, if you see a logo like this, which type of logo does it stand for? So if you know the answer, drop it in the comment section and we'll be checking on it to be seeing who really knows the different type of logo. Okay, if you are a logo designer or a graphic designer and you can know this type of logo, please just drop your comment in the comment section. we'll be coming back to it to check. All right, so now that is just it. So now the next thing that we are going to get there is what he said we should also, it is flash says. Okay, flash says. So now I'm going now to give another text. Okay, we are going to just get another text. So we take art, we take text. Okay, after giving this flash says, we are going to increase the size a little bit. We are increasing the size a little bit here. So now this will be somewhere around here. Okay, this will be somewhere around here. Please, graphic designers, you have to know that a graphic design doesn't mean packing a lot of things, okay, on your design. It's just simply, you just need to go straight to the point, make everything to align. Okay, make everything to align and be straight to the point on whatsoever thing that you are putting out. It's not like getting like thousands of the pictures, colors, and packing all together. Because I'm saying this because I'm a victim of it. Okay, when I was starting graphic design, I thought that is about coloring, it's about the numbers of objects that you bring into your design that makes it to look real, whereas that is not the true about it. Okay, so I'm going to be using this anarchy paint. Okay, anarchy paint for this flash. Okay, for this flash says. So we are going to send it, we are going to keep it here. The flash says flash. I'm going to keep it on this bottle. Okay, somewhere just around this bottle. Now we are going to also give you the font color, which somebody should get the font color that I'm going to be using here. Okay, so I'm going to change the font color. I just get the color, so I'm going to use but my picker here because we get the color that we are going to be using. Remember, we have to keep uniqueness is one of the things that we need to keep here. Okay, we need to keep being unique on everything that we are doing. Okay, so now when I'll give that flash, now I'm going to put it on behind. So I'm going to take it from the layer here, I'll push it to go behind this main bottle. Okay, behind the main bottle, where she's standing there. Okay, so let it go behind this bottle like this. So now when it comes there, you look how it is here. So now we can give it something like outline. Okay, because this is the color of business here. So we give some outline stroke, we stroke it, and we can give something like a thing white. What will be white stroke look like? Okay, yes, we give it some white stroke. Okay, just send your text behind. As we send our text behind now, we just come now, we give this a bottle, a shadow color. Okay, we just give this a shadow. Okay, although it is already having a reflective shadow down, but we just want to add more reality to our work. So what happens is that we reduce the blurriness a little bit, and now we increase the shadow. We just make the shadow. Now the reason of making the shadow now is just to make that it should reflect on this particular text here, flash says. Okay, so that it should really reflect there and really point it out, so that make it outstanding. Okay, make it so outstanding on its own. So we just leave the blurriness here like this. Okay, now so the next thing there is what this says, flash. What we are doing flash says. Okay, so I'll just take copy, I'll copy this text, I'll come here, I'll put says. Okay, I'm going to put says here. Okay, so this is our says. So what we are going to do with this says is that we are going to reduce its own size. Okay, we're going to reduce the size here. Then what next are we going to do? We just still send it behind the bottle. Okay, we just have to still send it to go behind this big bottle. So this is a strategy of graphic design. Okay, these are just some techniques in which you need to know anytime in which you are designing. Okay, so now also I need to still work on the size. Okay, so we need to reduce this size, then in such a way that it can fit out without hiding any parts of it. Okay, so flash says. Okay, so we need to keep it somewhere here. Now I need to work on this font so that it should also like be a little bit different from the main font. Okay, so I can use this one. Okay, or use this font, this his career dreams. So we are going to use it. Okay, we are going to use it now. If we use that font, it shows that we can also increase the size a little bit now, and we also push it out. Okay, so now that is it. Flash says, so we are okay here to go. So now the next thing is what, maybe if there is some percentage that is given, or like the promo code or whatsoever, we are going to give it at this junction here. Okay, at this junction here we are going to apply that. So now maybe now I will just copy this sales, then we'll give the percentage that he is selling. So he is giving at 50%. Okay, this is our 50, so we'll just take it somewhere here. Okay, so we are going to keep it here. Okay, we'll change the font to this one, array. Okay, I'll be using array here, so we'll also get to just copy it to print back the percentage. Okay, copy, then we edit and put now the percentage. So I believe that you know where to get the percentage on your keyboard, so just come inside here, you get it. I'll bring down this percentage, then I'll reduce the size. Now I take it up. Okay, so we take it up and we take it there somewhere here. Okay, we take it somewhere here, so it will be here. Okay, 50%. Now to make this 50% to also look like it is outstanding on its own, we need to give it a color. Okay, we need to change the color to this color here. Okay, the color of the name. Okay, we'll change the color to the color of the name, so 50, and the percent can be in red. Now we just add something on that, like this is just paving and making the design to be more heavy. Okay, because actually I like this, my customer. This is one of the very good customer that we have in this season, because he actually understands the work of graphic designer based on the way he motivated his work and the way he looked at the work also. Okay, so now we are going to take this one here. Okay, this is like a triangle, so we'll just take it here. Now I can give it some little type of rotation, then rotate. So we give it some type of rotation, then we take it up. Okay, we take it up here, so that it should be somewhere here. Alright, so now we'll give it a color again. We'll give it its own color. So the color that we are going to be using there should also still come from whatsoever images that we have placed here already and we are using. Okay, so we'll take it and we'll get the color from this image now. Okay, so this is the color that we are going to be using here. Okay, so that is just it at this particular point in time. Now the next thing that we are going to give is what? We are going now to give the contact. Okay, contact number. So we'll just have to give, I need to use something like a shape here to indicate the contact. Okay, like a design. Okay, so this is the image that we are going to be using for the core button. Okay, for the core button, so we'll bring this image here. So we're just going to reduce the size and bring it somewhere here. Okay, but make sure that you have to reduce it in such a way that you have the space for the number to fit also very well. Okay, so now we can change this color to white. You can change the color here to white. White will be the best. Yeah. Okay, now let's use the black. I think this black is going to be the best. Thank you, I just got it. Alright, so you have this black, call us, contact us. So we'll take it down to make sure that it really stand right down and it should really flush at the corner. Okay, so at this point in time now we can now bring the phone number, which the phone number we'll just take add text, which is text. We're going to write it. Okay, I will just take that to be the contact for the moment. This is not the official contact. I repeat it again, this tutorial is for educational purpose. I'm not doing advertisement because he never paid me to do advert or asked me to do advert, but he permitted me to do a training tutorial so that people can learn how to design something like this nature. using his brand name, okay, his brand identity. Okay, so that is just what it is. That is just why I'm using it. So this will be the contact line. We keep everything here in black to make it unique on its own. Then we can also give it a font here. We can give it a font here that will look somehow more design. Okay, more design. Okay, so that is just it. So we can also give another if we can maybe just give another thing. We can tell people that this person do delivery nationwide. Okay, it does delivery nationwide. If it is the person that tell you that he or she does delivery nationwide, in some cases these phone numbers are now being built into a barcode. Okay, so you just see the barcode there. Maybe they just press the barcode at the corner. Okay, so we can also just copy this one. We'll put here free delivery also. Okay, but I'm going to reduce the font of the free delivery because it has to be somewhere around here in line with this one. I'll use the relative positioning here. I'll position it to make sure that it's in line here. Then I'll take okay, or just add the last but not the least shape here, and we'll reduce it to something like just a line. We just need to bring it and position it so that it cuts across that number and the free delivery. Okay, so if you need all this material, just go down. You see the link called the link to material resources or the material folder. Just click on it to you download. It will take you to my drive where you can be able to get access to all these images that we have used in this tutorial. Okay, so in case you want to reproduce something like this nature, just go into my, just look at the link resources, the resources folder, link resources folder, material link resources link. Then you are going to get all the resources that have been used here. Okay, you are going to get all these resources without stressing yourself. So don't forget to hit your subscribe button, like, and drop your comments. Tell us where you are watching from, so that in our next tutorial we can also extend our great things to you. So this is just all about this tutorial. This is just all about it. The highest thing is that if you want to continue to stay with Impact Views, just hit the subscribe button, like, and tell us where you are watching from. So this will give us the more courage to continue to work harder and prepare also very serious and more educative tutorial like this one, so that you can learn and make it more better and become a professional graphic designer, and tomorrow establish your own brand of graphic design. And we'll also be very happy to see you coming up so strongly. Okay, because that is our call of concern. So just to see people that are making it great. Okay, to see that people learn, and one day you express yourself somewhere and tell people that what I'm doing today, I learned it from Impact Views, and we'll share gratitude. We'll join in the glory and we'll celebrate together for seeing somebody that have emerged from us. Okay, to see somebody that have emerged from Impact Views. So these are just some scripted designs that you can see, just add and make your work look so more nice. Okay, so like this can be like lighting. Okay, like you want to give some lighting effects. Okay, but you can now reduce the opacity also. Okay, so like I said, if you are up to this level, you are already done with this tutorial. Okay, we are already done with this tutorial. We just want to add more effect and make our work look more nice. Okay, more amazing. Okay, so thank you for watching this tutorial up to this level. See you in our next video. Bye bye for now.